I'm Joey Shope, and we're going to talk about Animal Crossing New Leaf out on Nintendo 3DS. What is basically the game? What's the general synopsis and story of the game?
Much like the previous games, you are this character who interacts within this village. The twist on this one is now you're the mayor of this village. So you go around fishing, catching bugs, chopping down trees, all this stuff to make your town better. You donate stuff to the museum, gets a little bit fancier. You buy some stuff, make your town gets a little bit bigger. Town has more stores open up. It's a really, really interesting game.
Mm-hmm. So it's one of these world-building games.
It's a world-building game, but it's very themed. Uh-huh. Like, it's a very specific kind of look to it, where you probably couldn't really compare it to other games that are similar. Like, people compare this game to Harvest Moon a lot, but I feel like they're two very separate games.
Uh-huh. And it's a single-player game?
It is a single-player game, but you can go to other people's worlds, and a cool little feature there is each world has their own individual fruit that they have. For example, mine has cherry. You can go to your buddy's place who's got apples, and that's worth a lot in your village. Also, you go to other places, you can catch bugs there, you can catch fish there, donate to that museum. There's a lot of stuff that's a lot of fun to do, and the multiplayer is really great. You can have just a bunch of people. Whereas I remember in the original Nintendo DS, there can only be one other person. Whereas this one, because of the capabilities of 3DS, you can have like 4 or 5 people on it.
Okay, and have you played that way or?
Not yet. I'm really just trying to focusing on the single. I only got it a couple days ago, so I've really been focusing on that.
All right, let's compare this Animal Crossing to the originals.
Well, some people I know are going to say, well, this game is very similar to even the very first one on GameCube. Which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because, they're creating this idea of what Animal Crossing is. They're adding some new cool features to it. And they're making it, such as being the mayor. Mm-hmm. There's more fish you can get. There's more stuff you can collect. There's, you now build your house in a different way. You now get neighbors in a new way. But it's not like they're completely changing the overall theme of the story, and they're not changing the entire concept of it. Like the new Animal Crossing, of course, I know it's not going to be a 3D shooter. Mm-hmm. I know it's just going to be another Animal Crossing, but slightly better looking, slightly faster, and better.
So what makes this such a big craze? Why are people so attracted to Animal Crossing?
I always wanted that too, because I think it's just a great thing to do over months, really, because, what it's been known for is the fact that it changes with the seasons. It's based in real time. If you set it to 6 o'clock and it's 6 o'clock, then it's going to be 6 o'clock in the game, and it's going to be 6 o'clock in real life. I think it just, this is kind of like, I guess, an escape thing. Yeah. But, it's into a fun, silly little world where, you get to collect apples and carps and sell them to buy fancier things.
Okay. What are some things you don't like about the game?
I would like for them to take a little bit more risk in what they could have done. The mayor idea is really, a good idea, but as far as I can tell, I know you can do certain things, like you can open up businesses, you can make bridges. Besides that, there's not like really you change the landscape of it or anything like that. I feel like they could have taken more risk. Every single time they make a new Animal Crossing, there's always something new that I like about it, but, it's usually just one thing or one or two things. Whereas I feel like if they took a chance, took a risk, they could have they might have an entire new engine, but as long as it's different without being too completely different, I think they could have a really good game there. Mm-hmm. They just didn't take enough risks, in my opinion.
All right, so from scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate Animal Crossing?
I give it an 8.
8, all right, very good.